Okay, hello. Hi guys, I am Intuitive Mom, and I am going to be doing, I hope all is well with everyone. So I'm going to do a reading for Qaadir and Naazir Lewis. Qaadir Lewis and Naazir Lewis. I do wish the family, the friends, and the loved ones of these boys, these 19-year-old boys, young men, these 19-year-old children, I wish them peace at this moment. Okay, peace at this moment. I also wish the boys peace during their transition. All right. I hope that they can rest well now that they are on the other side. Thank you so much, Divine. Thank you so much. So, dear Divine, please bless and protect me as I channel this message from these boys. Thank you so much. So, I am calling on the spirit of Qaadir Lewis and Naazir Lewis. Thank you so much. Do I have permission to Dowers? Okay, so this is yes. Can you show me your no answer? All right, thank you so much. Back to center. All right, back to center. Qaadir Lewis and Naazir Lewis. Do we have permission to Dowers and read on them? Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. Okay. It's like so many questions coming in my mind right now. And I don't want them to be answered just yet. I want them to come out as well. Are they here with us? Are they here with us? Okay, yes. And they're together as well too. All right. Thank you so much. All right, boys. You can trust this energy. We can trust this energy. I'm asking that my spirit guides, Sakai, guide them in safely and peacefully. Thank you so much. All right. So the first thing I want to say is the first thing, boys, I want to ask is it foul play in this case? Is it foul play in this case? Yes. Back to center. Okay. So thank you so much. They're telling me to listen to what I'm being told, right? Okay. So what I was told in a download when I first was asked to read on this case was that it was foul play. Okay, it absolutely was foul play in the and on the cut, a crime of passion. Okay, a crime of passion, dated in reverse. All right. So what I had got was that I'm like, where should I even start? They were absolutely lured to this place. Okay, they were lured to the mountain. There is missing. Okay, there is missing evidence. There's missing evidence as to who lured them there. Okay, that's being covered up. Let me ask a question real quick. Does the firefighter Scott Kirkland, was he there at the time of the unaliving? Was he there at the time of the unaliving? Yes. How many people are involved? 1,000. How many people are involved? Three people are involved. With those 3 people, is that including the twins? Is that including the twins? Back to center. Is there 3 additional people? Are there 3 additional people there? Yes. One on each side. There's one on each side, and then there's one behind them. One on each side, and then there's somebody that's behind them. All right, so thank you so much, Spirit. There's missing evidence. Somebody wiped something clean. I can see somebody wiping something clean, wiping something off. Trying to clean up something. They're cleaning up something. Can I have the archetypes of the 3 people that are there? A prostitute and a lover in reverse. So there may be a woman that's there, or a woman that lured them in, or a young lady. I don't want to say a woman. A young lady that lured them in, or somebody that found out. There's also somebody that is that violates the trust of the spiritual community, seduced by their own role. Okay. And then the destroyer, the person that brought them up to the mountaintop. Okay, put these cards down. Let me drop the camera so you guys can see the cards. Death. So there could possibly be a lady or a young woman. There's somebody that took an oath of some sort. With the priest coming out in reverse, they took an oath of some sort. Okay. That I can see that was kind of like sworn in. And then there's a destroyer. So you look at that, that's fire coming out of the top of the Wisconsin. So I believe that this is the firefighter that's there. Okay. So there could be a woman, someone that is, supposed to be very trustworthy in the community with the priest coming out. Okay, we usually trust the priest, and then a firefighter or someone that deals with fire. I don't want to say firefighter, a destroyer. This is somebody that this is the person that destroyed the evidence. This is the person that destroyed the evidence. All right, thank you so much, Divine. All right, Divine, can you give me what happened with these boys? How did these boys get to, how did Qaadir and, thank you so much, Qaadir and Naazir, how did you get to the mountain? The 9 of Swords. How did they get to the mountain? With the 9 of Swords energy. The Hierophant, they were lured there, the Hierophant in reverse. They were lured there by somebody that took the oath. Okay. Thank you so much. Whoever took that oath, that's who pulled them over. This could be somebody that works with the community. Okay, a police officer, a judge, a priest of some sort, or whatever the case is. These people don't actually, they were not in their, they're not in their regular clothes. They're not in they're not in their uniform. I don't want to say regular clothes because they work a lot of hours. So they're usually in their uniform. They're not in their uniform. Okay. What time of day is it? What's the time of day? What is the time of day? Thank you so much, Spirit. A little bit after 4. The 4 of Swords, a little bit after 4. They were held for about 5 hours. This went on for about 5 hours. They were mentally tortured. They're not going to find a lot of evidence like on their body. These people know how to cover it up. Okay? This is like, I'm not letting you go. If you run away, I'm going to kill you. Or I can see them under distress. What is Qaadir feeling? Ooh, the moon card in reverse. Fear, confusion. Qaadir is scared. Okay? He's scared. What is Naazir feeling? The 8 of Pentacles. Like he can solve the problem. Like he can help him. He can help them get out of it. He's looking for a way out. He thinks that his plan will work. Naazir is saying that the plan can work. This plan can work. When he goes to try to execute the plan, he's being told that somebody is telling him to push. Naazir is being told to tell Qaadir to push him. Wait. Naazir is being told to push Qaadir off of the mountain. He looks down. It was like, you can survive. You can survive. If you fall down, you can survive. And you can get away. He's telling him he can get away, but he's not going to leave him. Qaadir is not going to leave him. He's wanting to get off this mountain. When he reaches the top, or he's wanting to run away, he tried to run away. So, what does Qaadir do? He's crying. The Tower in reverse. He's not going to jump without his brother. He's not going to go without his brother. So Qaadir is saying, I'm not going to go without you. I'm going to stay with you. Okay? I'm going to stay with you. What is being said? What is the girl doing there? The Page of Swords in reverse. Is the lady that is there. Qaadir, Naazir. Okay? Qaadir, Naazir. Does Qaadir know the lady that's there? Does Qaadir know the one that's there? The lady that's there? No. Does Naazir know the lady that is there? Yes. Is the lady there related to anybody that is there? Is she related to anybody there? Yes. What is the energy of the woman that's present? What's the energy of the woman that's present? An accident. She's acting like she needed help on the side of the road. The boy stopped. The boy stopped. She's acting like she needed help on the side of the road. The boy stopped to help her. What happens next? Or there's an accident. Maybe they got into an accident. This isn't like a hitchhiker or anything like that. It was very small. It was very small. It wasn't like a bad wreck or anything like that. Their car isn't wrecked. This is very small. Almost like, are you okay? She's acting like she needs some help or something. Yeah, on the road. This is a setup. This is a setup. This is a setup. The road with the accident. Okay. This did not start there. This did not start there. Where did it start? Family. What is family in the time that it started? Spouse, partner, in reverse. This is somebody that he may have helped before, just randomly. I don't know how long ago this was. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. But she's not to be trusted. Inside. In reverse. She's not to be trusted. And if you look at this, this is being led down the pathway. Oh, can you help me over here? There's something wiped out in the car. I'm seeing another vehicle. I'm seeing another vehicle. I'm seeing somebody put their things inside of their vehicle. Whoever this is, they're used to locking the door before they get out the car. They lock the door. Wiping it down. At some point in the road, the woman is no longer with the men. At some point, the woman is no longer with the men. There's a peak before you get to where they're, well, there's a There's a peak before you get to where they were found. That's where she stops at. So she's behind. She's behind them. Legal proceedings and burial. Death again at the bottom of the deck. They're not unalived yet. They were unalived at the top of the mountain. They were unalived there. They were not unalived anywhere else. That's not a burial place, should I say? Like, they were unalived where they were found. And oh my goodness. What did Naazir do to Qaadir? What did Qaadir do to Naazir? So you have cover up and water. So they wanted to cover this up to make it look as if, well, we already know that. We already know that. Thank you so much, Spirit. But they were trying to cover it up as the firefighter, the water. The firefighter is the one that came up with the cover-up story. Sorry, guys, I got a phone call. The firefighter is the one that came up with the cover-up story. Or came up with a cover-up story. And the first cover-up story was to say that it was an accident or whatnot. To say it was an accident on the road and somebody, you know, unalived them on the road. But that wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. There's somebody that's very prideful. It's like, nah, they're talking. They're talking amongst each other. The people that did this, they're talking amongst each other. What are they saying? The devil. Let's keep them hostage. Let's chain them together. You have the two of wands and the devil. Let's keep them together. We can say that they did it to each other. We can say that they did it to each other. They were going to try to... What's sad is, I'm going to be really honest, right? I'm going to be really honest, is that I'm getting that this is a case where they don't believe that there is going to be any justice, because it's one thing to have family support, but then it's another thing to have community support. This is so much bigger. This is so much bigger than the family. It's so much bigger than these boys. What's the burial with the legal procedure? The cult. These people are going to stick together. This is what it is. Alive in reverse. What's the opposite of alive? This is what they do. This is, and it's a lot of people that have high positions that are involved in things like this. There's a lot of missing people. The hiker that found them. What's the energy of the hiker that found them? What is the energy of the hiker that found them? Sorry, guys. Okay. What is the energy? The hiker that found them, I'm showing that they're not, they don't have any ties to this. They don't have any ties to the case, to the community like that. They didn't think, they're also not involved in the cult or anything like that. So because it was absolutely reported, so it says serving humanity and with humility. Okay, Messiah. This person that found them, they probably wasn't even supposed to be there. They wasn't supposed to be there. Qaadir, what is it that you want your family to know? Qaadir, Lewis, what is it that you would like your family to know? Thank you so much. Qaadir, what would you like your family to know? To rest. It says time for a nap. That he's watching over you guys. Okay? February or April could be significant. Or June. Okay, February, April, or June. He wants you to know that he's watching over you, that he is at peace. All right, Naazir, what is it that you want your family to know? Change in the wind. Naazir is communicating with someone in the family. March could be significant. He's communicating with somebody that is in the family. Okay. Honestly, it seems like it really feels like Naazir is more, I don't want to say upset, but unrested than Qaadir. What's the change in the wind? Thank you so much. What's the change in the wind, Naazir? Higher power. So there is another ancestor that is, they're with both of the boys, but they're with Naazir. April could be significant. April or a Cancer. Someone with a Cancer could be significant. Naazir feels like he's upset because he feels like they could have survived had they went with his plan. They could have survived had they went with his plan. His brother was so scared. His brother was so scared. So crazy. I've never received this many phone calls, and I'm getting phone calls from like South Carolina, North Carolina, all of that. I'm telling you, like, this is something so big here. I don't have any family out there either. I don't know why these people are calling me. My mother, who is from Georgia, has called me twice, and I'm like, why are you calling me? Like, just give me a second, okay? Qaadir, what is what is Qaadir? What is Qaadir feeling? I don't think it's important to know who did what. Let me say that. I don't think it's important to know who did what, because at the end of the day, they were forced to do this. They were forced to do this. I can almost see that one of them wants to actually they're not going to find man. they're not gonna find that this is not, this is a unaliving and a self-unaliving. They're gonna find that that's what it was. Okay, the way that it is. There's somebody standing behind this person. There's somebody standing behind this person. Like I said, it's not important. And I can see, I don't know the twins apart from each other, but I know their energy apart from each other. I can see that this one the self-unaliving happened before the unaliving did. Okay? This was not the other way around. This was not an unaliving and then you unalive, then they unalive themselves. The self-unaliving happened first. Okay? The self-unaliving happened first. Thank you so much. Did the self-unaliving happen first? He's like, I'm going to do it. And when I do it, run. Shut your mouth, boy. I'm going to do it. No, don't do it. I'm going to do it. Okay? When I do it, run. It's nowhere for him to run. It's nowhere for him to run. Because I'm seeing where what is the energy after the self-unaliving? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the energy after the self-unaliving? Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody drops down. One of the boys dropped down. He's talking shit. He's talking shit. It was over after that. It wasn't long. They wasn't kept long like that. Cause he started talking shit. So I asked this out loud. Okay. I'll ask this question. This is fair. Did Qaadir unalive Naazir? Like the center. Did Naazir, that was a no. Did Naazir unalive Qaadir? That was a no. Did Qaadir intentionally unalive himself? That's a no. Did Naazir intentionally unalive himself? Were they forced to unalive Was one of them forced to unalive himself? Was one of them forced to unalive the other? That's a no. Okay, that's some questions. It says, I'll come tomorrow. They're covering up evidence because they need to check these people's phones. They need to check these people's phones. They're not gonna check their phones. They need to check it. They need to check the time as to when did they arrive at the mountain. You understand what I'm saying? When they arrived at the mountain, at the bottom of the mountain, when they arrived inside of this county, they need to check the towers or whatnot. I don't know if they can do that there. I don't know if that's just everywhere, but they need to, the family should look into investigating that. But there will be a lot of pushback. There's going to be a lot of pushback. Death again. A lot of death threats, a lot of pushback. All right. What will happen with the firefighter involved? What is to happen with the firefighter that is involved? He'll be alone. They're going to desert him. Okay. Accomplished in a crime and then unalive. Something could happen to him, or he could unalive himself or something like that. Okay, he's definitely not having any contact. This card. Let's see what this is. He's definitely not having any contact with his family or anything like that. For some time, he's like going into a remote location. He could be going to, you know, like going to his parents or his grandparents' house or something. I'm talking about the firefighter. Okay. He could be going to his parents' house or either like a relative house, but I could see him like kind of getting away. Just until everything calms down. They're also saying that he's a former. They're trying to use the word former to like, my ears are ringing, to like, say that he no longer is a part of the county, like helping the county or anything like that. He's being charged with a misdemeanor for tampering with evidence or whatnot. But perversion and lies. Okay. This is just them trying to hide who's really behind this. Okay, who's really behind what has happened. So they're using a lot of lies like he's stupid. Okay. So this is why Naazir is like, no, he's angry. He wants to hunt this guy. He wants to hunt this guy. Okay. What the court case go? What would be the outcome if this goes to court? Will this go to court? I don't think this will go to court. will this case make it to court? No. There's no support in the community to get this to go to court. They're going to, like I said, they're going to find that this is what they said it was. Okay, what will be the outcome? It's going to make it to spiritual court, but it's not going to make it to it's not going to make it to actual physical court. What will I don't think they're going to find any discrepancies in what they said it was initially. You know how you feel something, you know something, you know that it's something. Everything can't have, you know, we wish, we hope, we pray that justice be served. But I don't think there's going to be any justice in this. The family needs a bigger community. What does Divine want us to do? Change. Two of Pentacles. What does Divine want us as a community to do to get this out there? The Nine of Cups in reverse, and then the Ace of Wands. Okay. Power. They need to get some power behind them. They need to spread this. They need to talk to people. The family needs to talk to people. They don't need to just take what is being said. Okay. Yes, they do have family support. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They need a community support as well. With the Nine of Cups coming out in reverse, absolutely need a community support in this. A lot of people are upset about it, but it's not in mainstream media. This is where the change of power has to happen. The Ace of Pentacles. I'm also getting to, like, there is, I believe that, you know, Divine, these boys are saying that they should sue. Okay? That the family should sue somebody. They're saying that you can take this to court. One of them was always talking about suing somebody, or if you do this, if you do that, or whatever the case is. This could be what's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Somebody has to pay for this. Absolutely. Alliances. Working with someone else to get this done. The Two of Wands. The Seven of Swords. Like an outside person. Not somebody, not somebody that is in the town. Not somebody in the town. This needs to spread far and wide. Well, thank you so much, Spirit. All right. That's it. So, that's the reading. That's the mediumship. Thank you so much. Qaadir and Naazir, Lewis, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.